Hi everybody, we're going to pick up in part 3 where we left off. Basically we need to swap out cars at Miller Distribution and switch out spot 2 in ITT Grinnell. So there's also a rail box car that's going to need to be respotted in spot 1. So right now we need to couple onto the Burlington Northern reefer that's at Miller Distribution, and we'd open the gates and then we can go ahead and pull the 2 cars in ITT Grinnell. As you can tell from the nature sounds, I'm in the backyard on the deck. Had a train go by a few minutes ago, so don't know if we'll get lucky enough to get another one. Okay, so we're pulling everything out. The B&O boxcar in the back, we're going to, after we clear the siding, we're going to leave it on the main. We'll push it backwards and leave it on the main next to ITT Grinnell, along with the other cars that are, so we can spot the N&W boxcar. So we're pushing back now. This is actually the second or maybe third time I've done this. Tried to do it last night and I just did not have my switching mojo. I was going the wrong way. I derailed a car in coupling. Turned the bell on a couple times, but I didn't need to. So I decided that it just wasn't good, so I just deleted all the videos and did it again. It's real hardship having to run trains, but someone has to do it. I didn't turn the lights on the LKL section back there where I'm working, but the bridge is sitting on the abutments. So I don't know if you can see it or not. That's the way it's going to look when it's done. Alright, so we're going to push the N&W car back. We're not going to go into the building. Like I've said before, the company only wants us to make one push into the building, just for the safety of the workers in there. So we'll leave it outside and then we'll couple the rail box to it and make one push. And when we do that, I'll have the bell on. Another problem I had the first time I filmed this was the Milwaukee Road 60-foot insulated car has Accumate on it. It's an Athearn car, but it has Accumate couplers on it, and man, it just did not want to stay coupled to that tank car. I didn't have any trouble tonight, but it just disconnected a couple times. It's kind of frustrating. I will probably change out the trucks on that. I prefer to go all with microtrans couplers and trucks. But I do have a few Accumates now. I don't have the couplers on hand to change it out. Alright, so we left the B&O car on the main. Now we're going to spot the rail box. I'm keeping my eye on the rail box and also on the covered hopper on General Chemical spur. Both of those have sat for the last 2 or 3 operating sessions and not moved. And so I'm seeing if there's a pattern there. I did switch the team track this time, so that's good. If I switch those out in the next 2 or 3 sessions, that's exactly what I want to happen. I want to vary my switching. I don't want just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 all the time. Engine ran perfect tonight. We're coupled, so now we're going to push into the building. Now we could stop and close and lock the gate here, but then if we made a mistake switching Miller distribution, we'd crash through the gate. So I'm always cautious and don't shut it until I'm done with Miller. So we're going to couple the burnt northern boxcar that we picked up from Miller onto the B&O car, and then we can pull back forward and spot the Milwaukee Road car. this is where I messed up yesterday. I done coupled those two. After they wouldn't stay coupled the whole time, I derailed the tank car and coupled them. So I closed the gates. Now we're going to pull forward till the tank car clears the siding, and then we'll stop for a minute and realign the switch. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and set up to switch the team track and General Chemical. So we're going to pull forward and then back through the crossover. Now, if we were just going to go ahead and switch General Chemical, we could just go ahead and go down the spur. We could throw the turnout and go down it. But it's almost break time for the crew. So after they get over onto the westbound main, they have to cross Douglas Avenue a little bit. So I'll be blowing for Douglas. Then they're going to pull back forward next to the yard office and take their break. So that's why we're doing a little bit of seesawing here. Now we're just going to pull back forward so we clear the crossing, so we're not blocking it. And the crew's going to take their break, and then we'll switch the team track, which we have to pick up a full lumber car and drop off that Milwaukee Road box car there and swap tank cars out. So I did put a little clip of Chance patrolling the yard here at the end, so that's what we'll end with. He's doing good. Everybody stay safe. Yep, he's back to the patrol. Feeling good. I want to share something that happened to me today, and never expected this to happen, so I'm going to pass it along. I took my GP40 apart to weather it, which hopefully I'll be able to get it back together, but I think I can. But anyhow, as you know, I like to cut the trip pins off of the cars. And all mine aren't missing, you know, eventually I'm going to cut them all off, but anyhow, I think Atlas uses really strong steel on theirs, and I was using my rail nippers, and this happened. Never expected that. I thought the rail nippers, I mean, it cuts the microtrain ones off easy. So yeah, I didn't have safety glasses on, and this thing was shot up to the ceiling. So and I've got this little pair of wire cutters here, and I can't cut the other one. So those things are pretty tough, so be careful if you're cutting them. I'll probably use a wheel on it next time. Just wanted to share it with everybody. I always say, stay safe, and I mean it.